It keeps getting worse and worse for these former Biden officials, y'all. The heat keeps on building for these people. Y'all like the video right here and check this out.
Including some pretty hard-hitting journalists, which is more problematic.
Well, I'm going to drop the alleged right now and say, as those clips show, that Karine Jean-Pierre, look, she obviously was set out to deliver the talking points, but she did far more than that. I mean, she would mock and ridicule and act all offended when reporters would understandably ask questions about what was obvious to anybody with functioning eyes and ears, and that was that the president was in declining in terms of his mental acuity. And she would make these absurd statements about, I can't even keep up with him, this when he was 80 or 81.
Oh, hell. Does anybody believe that? Y'all, do you believe that? Leave a comment.
And I think by doing that, this was unadulterated hogwash. She was part of the deception. And I think it's cost her a lot in terms of her reputation.
I just asked Antonio, I'm going to ask you, playing devil's advocate here, isn't that her job to cover up unsavory truths? Or maybe not to cover them up, but to whitewash or obstruct that from sort of becoming public?
There's a line between spin and trying to cast your boss, the president, in the best light, and actually crossing a red line in which you are part of a charade, which is what this was. And look, have we heard from Karine Jean-Pierre since then? I think she should come out and make an apology. She should say, I went too far. She saw him almost every day.
I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one.
Knew what was going on. And I think for her own reputation, she needs to do that. I mean, she needs to apologize to the press. I think she needs to apologize to the public. Certainly, former Harris and Biden advisors like Ron Klain and like David Plouffe have spoken on the record about this. And it really is sad to watch that she's gone radio silent. You can't find her. She hasn't said a word. We have to send a search party out.
Why.
And I think that to salvage her own reputation, she ought to acknowledge that she went too far, that the guy who was 80 or 81, and this is a woman, by the way, who ran miles every day, and to say, well, I just couldn't keep up with him, I think right now looks awful.